Hey there, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I am Afefe with Touched by Tarot, and today we have ourselves a delicious, delightful new moon in Taurus, right? We think about Taurus, we think about luxury, we think about pleasure, we think about good food, good wine, good tea, good coffee, good weather, good relationships, good intimacy. We think about the ways that we value what's in our lives, both monetarily, our prosperity, as well as our relationships, as well as our own selves, our contribution to the world, how we value ourselves, self-care and self-love and all of that. So you all, I have in front of me 3 decks. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I save a lot of times because I read from a bunch of decks when I do these pick-a-cards. So I save a lot of time flipping the cards in front of you. They are cleansed, they are, consecrated, but I have not seen anything until I start taping. All right, so I've got 3 card piles in front of me. I want you all to set your intention and think about new moon in Taurus, your path to prosperity and love. All right, because that Venus action going on, you all, and this is a new moon. This is when you want to set your intentions and get it coming in toward you, right? So your path to prosperity and love, new moon in Taurus, your path to prosperity and love. This will be pile number 1. This and all of these decks have these cards from these decks in them. So in other words, you'll see this in this deck, this in this deck, etc. But Spirit said give you this leader as a decision which pile is for you. All right, pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. If you need a little extra boost, I pulled some pendulums. Pile number 1, if you're drawn to this sort of spear. All right, that'll be pile number 1. Pile number 2 is a copper pendulum. All right, pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is adventuring, a pendulum adventuring, if that draws you. All right, so let me give you a second to just, and again, if you've been to my pick a cards, done them before, sometimes I have people, you're pulled to more than one. Some people get something from all 3 stacks. So just go with your intuition, go with your gut, and see what leads you. All right, that said, let's go ahead and get ready to go in on pile number 1. This new moon in Taurus and your path to prosperity. Let me move these out of the way. All right, that'll be pile number 3, pile number 2, and all right, let's go in. For those of you who chose pile number 1, drawn perhaps to this this sort of spherical pendulum. Let's see what's coming for you. We have the goddess who came is Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Now, this is not gender specific. If you've been with me before, you know that I read energy. So male or female, this is an energy that's saying be in love with your body, be in love with yourself, and it is pulling on that divine feminine and the poetess. So some of you may be really attracted to the arts, really attracted to writing. You may even be writers. We have, oh my gosh, see, this is why I love pulling from different decks. You've got beauty and grace. Look at that. That's how I know Spirit is speaking, because again, I don't see any of this until I pull. So you've got beauty and grace, loving every inch of your body. You have death is an illusion. Interesting. So what's ended? What's changed for you? And what's ended that Spirit is saying on this path to prosperity and love? The idea that you don't have it anymore, and this could be for some of you your appearance, the idea that you're feeling, perhaps you're not as pretty as you used to be, or you're pushing yourself to be, to be more, to feel like you presenting your best self to the world. But they're saying those changes are an illusion. You've got peace and harmony, beauty and grace, peace and harmony. You've got push through any insecurities, as if we needed a confirmation that we're on the right track. Is this beauty and grace and this loving yourself? You get it. You see how the message is coming. All right, this is your medicine. I'm going to save that for towards the end. You've got the road opener. Clear your path towards achieving your goals by opening up roads and pathways, removing blockages and obstacles. Road opener. This is a transition that you're going through. This path, and it's interesting that Spirit gave me the words. The path. Path is crucial here. The path to prosperity and love, because you are on a path, and whatever has changed, Spirit is saying there is something that is opening your roads. It's leading you to this peace and harmony. We have the fishes, prosperity and love. Your path to prosperity and love, pile number 1. Spirit is speaking here. That's a confirmation. The fish in this deck being a symbol of abundance, being a symbol of, and also the flow of abundance. So in fact, they're telling me put this over here, because this road is leading, this is your flow leading you to this abundance. Now we have racing, interesting, avoiding and running. I think show it to you. This is speaking to a tendency that you may have had in the past to just keep going, keep pushing no matter what, and not addressing the underlying pieces that are really getting you where you want to go. We get so caught up in doing things the way we know how to do them, the way that we're more comfortable doing them, that there's some, push, go on, but avoiding the real issue at hand, how to get to that state of harmony and peace. We have a wise guy here. This is an ancestral card. So this is someone from your ancestral line, someone connected to you who has crossed over. And a wise guy. I like that. Of course, it has sort of that gangster, connotation to it, a wise guy. But I also think this is a wise guide. This is this is one of your guides, one of your ancestors who's coming to speak, to say they want to help you get to this road. They want to help you address whatever this is that led to the insecurities, that sort of piled on and led to the insecurities. Because here's your key. All roads are leading back here to seeing yourself for who you really are. All right, let me keep going. I have the aspirant, ambition, diligence, and setbacks. And notice those beautiful keys at the top of that card. All right. All right, so we've got an aspiration here. If you hear a little noise in the background, I apologize. We've got landscapers. I can hear their little motors running up. So please, I apologize for that noise in advance. So you have ambition to go towards something. And this ancestor, in fact, he's telling me put it over here with him, because he really wants to help you on this path to love and prosperity. We have the Queen of Swords. Some of you may be air signs, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. And we also have the King. They call it the crone in this deck because it is feminine. We have the King of Wands. I'm going to put my finger over a little nudity there. I don't want anybody to get offended, all right? King of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Interesting. That's a very powerful combination, because this is about moving ahead no matter what. Having the charisma, having the confidence in yourself. This absolutely cancels out that insecurity. When you're dealing with that king or crone of wands in this deck, because again, it's a feminist deck, but King of Wands, pushing through that insecurity 100%. And part of what helps you do it, this is like a little trifecta here. What helps you do it is the decisions that you make and a change in your thinking. A change in how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself. We have the Six of Wands, and it comes with the Ten of Coins. So Six of Wands goes beautifully with that King of Wands, because that says you will get there. You are on the path to prosperity and love, pile number 1. And when it hits, it's going to hit big. 10 of coins. 10 of coins. Everything that you need. good health. I'm putting this over here with the road opener. We're calling it in over here. You have the good health, the abundance, total abundance, those fishes. The 10 of Pentacles is that card of being flush, having it all, having reached the pinnacle of something you want, buying a new home, taking the long-awaited vacation, finally enjoying retirement or getting to a place of retirement, healing from, an illness, getting over a stage of grief so that your life feels full again. All of those things are indicated in this 10 of Pentacles, and some of you may be dealing with that. But there's that open road to get there. There's the abundance that is a result of you taking that open road once you shift your thinking and realize death is an illusion. Now, if this is an actual death, if some of you have lost someone and that led to your insecurity, sometimes when we lose a loved one who we, if it was a marriage or a parent, etc., it's hard. It feels like we've lost a sense of our security, something that, excuse me, a situation where we had stability through this person or with this person. And when that gets taken, when that shifts, it throws us for a loop. But that's exactly what this is addressing. It's an illusion, and you are coming to realize that. That's that Queen of Swords. Okay? Now we have, excuse me, you all. I need to take a sip of my tea. We have the 9 of Cups. Your path to love and prosperity. Spirit is saying, look, your roads are wide open because this is a wish card. 9 of Cups is all about what you desire and wish. I'm putting that over here in this. This is what we're bringing in. This is what is being addressed. But this is what we're bringing in. And lo and behold, I just looked down and saw your last card. You have the Sun, pile number 1. The most successful, warming sign of beneficence from Spirit. Absolutely 150%. In fact, I feel they're telling me, the sun represents life. So we're going to lay that right on top of, can you still see it if I put it there? No, not really. I'm going to put it right in between those two. Peace and harmony, and that death is an illusion. Because this is 100% where you are headed. And it all hinges on you addressing any lingering insecurity or resistance that you've been having. And if you have felt adrift, pile number 1, if you have felt like you have been lacking support, please understand that you have tremendous support in the spiritual realm, that your ancestors are there, or a particular person who means something to you is definitely watching out for you, and they want to see you go there. They love your ambition. They love the way that you are trying. Diligence is one of the key words here, and it's diligence in coming back from. It's really key. Notice those keys again. It's really key that one of the words down there is the setbacks. Okay, you are coming back from any form of setback, any conditioning that has sort of seeped into your psyche, seeped into your skin, because what happened and the way that life went, it may have made you feel a little unstable and a little insecure. But there's all of this loving every inch of yourself and this beauty and grace that is abundantly. Remember, new moon in Taurus, ruled by Venus. So it is about not just prosperity and love, but it is a vibe, you all. It is walking in a vibe of being the poetess, of being inspired. What does the poetess do? How does a poet write unless they are inspired, unless they are, in feeling a sense of celebration with life, oneness with life. A renewal is happening here. In this deck, as well as many where you see the sun depicted, you'll see a child on a horseback. There's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of wonder and discovery, all right? Sun is also ruled by Leo, but also I'm getting a timing element here, because this, as we're going from spring into summer, So Spirit is saying a lot of these roads are going to open for you, pile number one, during summer. These roads are opening, and this is your end game. You know, look at those beautiful elephants coming together with that 10 of coins. That is everything you could wish for and more. All right? Everything you could wish for and more. And it's all about getting, recognizing the open road, recognizing your entitlement. They're giving. I was resisting the word because it's not a favorite, and we know how we use that a lot these days. But really, your entitlement to abundance as a divine being, as a divine spirit. Now, some medicine that will help you get there is the poppy came up for you. It says dream. New moon, set your intentions. Dream a big dream. Dream the dream that as if every wish will come true. Really, every wish will come true. That's what's happening here. All right, so you got the poppy. Dreaming. Dream in your journals. Pay attention to your dreams. We have Neptune and Saturn are the astrological symbols for those of you into astrology, if that will hit you as well. Ping you, I should say. All right, Neptune, dreaming the dreams. In Saturn, because the dreams become reality. The dreams become a part of your structure, a part of your lives, a part of what you actually can witness and see. I'm going to put it over here. It feels like it's a little more on camera on that side. All right. Wow. How beautiful is this, pile number one? How beautiful is this? Spirit, I just want to, since I put something let me to pull these pendulums, I'm just going to go over top of this. Spirit, is my interpretation correct? And is this sun leading them? Is their path to prosperity really going to open between now and the summertime? Between now and the summertime? Between now and the summertime for pile number one? Is the timing element correct? Between now and summer of 2024 for pile number one. They're opening roads to prosperity and love. Their roads opening to prosperity and love. Please show me strongly if we're on it. Please show me strongly if we're on it, Spirit. Please show me strongly. Thank you so much. You see that? You see that? Now that's going clockwise for me. You may see it counterclockwise, but my yes is clockwise, and it has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. So yes, pile number one, that is your message. Your roads are opening where's my Queen of Swords? As your mind shifts, remember that you do have the support, and that what was taken is only rebirthing you to new life. It's giving you a state of peace and harmony. You're working through, for you, a lot of this is around your self-image, how you feel about yourself. And this path forward to all of these wishes and prosperity is depending on your recognition, getting to the place, getting past that insecurity, working through it, push through it. This card even says push through it so that you can begin to see your divine right to all of this. All right? All right. Enough said. You're on it. You have a mission. All right, pile number one. I hope that was helpful. And now we will move on to pile number two. Those of you who were drawn to this pattern and the copper pendulum. Let's see what came for you. I need a sip of juice. All right. We have the lotus flower, enlightenment. What are you going to learn about this path to prosperity and love? And you are being enlightened. The lotus blooms from the mud. There's a rebirth here. And for some of you, you are definitely going through a stage of spiritual growth at this time. You've been applying yourself to it. You've been studying, reading, journaling, doing divination or having readings done for you. But you have been through a path and a time of enlightenment. Accepting struggles as lessons. That's part of why you've been on this spiritual search, because you've been processing, this is what's happening, but this can't be all there is. So that's what's led you to pushing. The struggle is the lotus pushing up through the mud to bloom perfectly and show its beauty despite the mud around it, accepting struggles as lessons. Illusions. This is interesting. You may have some crossover, be led to pile number one as well, because the idea of an illusion came up there. This has to do with, Spirit is saying this has to do with this enlightenment. They said put it right back where I had it, because this enlightenment is lifting those illusions, is canceling them out the way that you thought something was. You have as a goddess coming for you and helping you on this path to prosperity and love, new moon in Taurus, Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. This is a part of your enlightenment. I'll hold that up for you a second. Pile number two, this is your enlightenment. And this is goddess energy that's coming through for you at this time to say, here there's shedding the light, there's the lotus. This is you becoming this, but to do that you are shedding an illusion. What is, we say prosperity and love. Of course, who's going to say no to those two things? But for you, there's a real enlightenment and understanding life lessons around what that really means for you, what value it holds for you. What does prosperity look like? What is it that you are doing with the things that bring you goodness, that sustain you in this world? That's a lot to do with it. Attend to the details. Attend to the details, pile number two. The details are part, again, of this enlightenment. It feels like all roads are leading back here to your central card, because in attending to the details, and by the way, this is a last quarter moon in Virgo, but we know that's what Virgo does. You notice even the symbol for Virgo up in that corner there. So the details has to do with you getting past not just seeing things and thinking about things and wondering and wishing and hoping and praying, because that leads more to the state of an illusion. This is rolling up your sleeves and actually learning the lessons, actually applying yourself. They're saying apply yourself to this enlightenment. This is some medicine for you. I'll save that towards the end. We have flowers. How beautiful for a new moon in Taurus. And it says here, flowers are magical, reminding us of the cycle of life as they grow, blossom, and then wither. So get yourself some flowers during this new moon, okay? That might be something. And also, you've got another flower here, the lotus flower. There's something for you all, pile number two, around, this new moon in Taurus and your path to prosperity and love. There's something around growth. There's something around beauty and growth, and you applying yourself to that, surrounding yourself with that, and that helps you process this part of you that says, you trust that you can, the answers are within you. I trust the answers I find within me. So again, this is you trusting this wisdom that you've gained, having come through these lessons that you've learned, certain life struggles. It's one thing to experience it. It's another thing to feel and know that it is an accomplishment. It is a part of your DNA now, they're telling me. All right, we've got a book. This is you understanding more. This is enlightenment again. This is you learning. This is your path to prosperity and love, pile number two. It's like it comes through you taking what you learn and applying it. Attention to the details. They're telling me put this over here near that Virgo, the attention to the details, because the details for you is through this knowledge that you're gaining. So in other words, let's use that as a practical example. Let's say you are buying or selling a home or some other form of prosperity and comfort and stability. You're going to learn everything that you need to learn about it. Do your research, get your information, take the steps that are necessary, pay attention to the details. If in the past, again, using the buying or selling a home as a example, if in the past that has represented some form of financial challenge or maybe you haven't invested properly, just as an example of how that would work. And then it's saying that was just a lesson. Don't even hang on to the illusion that that could happen again. Now I'm moving that over here. Don't even hang on to the illusion that that's how things are for you, because the knowledge that you're gaining and the attention to that knowledge, the details that you're putting in, are what allows your life to now blossom and bloom. And that's how you're seeing this. Plugged, tuned in, internet connected. That's so funny. Plugged in. Spirit is saying you are plugged in. All right? You are plugged in. And in other words, they're saying we're here for you, you're here for us. This, whatever you have been doing to in your spiritual practice, in your prayers, in your journaling, in your thought processes, it's bumped up a notch. Spirit is saying it's definitely bumped up a notch, and you are working steadfastly. Attention to the details. You are working steadfastly to pay attention to those answers that are within you, because you've been doing the work. Pile number 2. You have been doing the work, and now it's time for you to blossom. Here you are of service, and this is an ancestral deck that I'm working with. So you could have relatives who were of service, who were in some form of being of service to others. They could have provided a service. They could have been people who were in the marketplace who provided services to others, who were craftspeople. As well, I'm feeling for some of you who were craftspeople, and also service industries, actual healers, actually, able to do healing work. They are here for you. And they're saying as well, part of your path forward, you're recognizing as you get tuned in, is connected to some form of creativity, service, product, etc. We have the 4 of Pentacles here. And now when we talk about your path to prosperity and love, there's, because of these struggles as lessons, there may be some of you that are a little wary of what happens with your money, what happens financially with your money. There may be a tendency to want to hold on, when you get a little bit piled together, you want to hold on to it because you're not quite sure where the rest is coming, right? This could also, in relationships and love, this could apply to holding tightly to yourself, being a little closed off, sometimes having your boundaries so in place that it's difficult for someone to get in. And notice you've got Jupiter that comes there. And Jupiter being that planet of blessings and growth. So Spirit is saying, and this is part of that growth here too, Spirit is saying in order to grow, in order to move these up some, in order to get the beneficence of Jupiter, because Jupiter loves to bless. Jupiter is, loves to offer that good luck. But in order for you to really take advantage of that, there has to be, you got to stay tuned in. And that's where this knowledge comes in handy. Like, stay at it, keep studying, keep putting together the details of it. I said earlier, and I will apologize to you all, if you hear any noise outside, a little interference, I've got landscapers starting to come through outside, so I apologize in advance for that. I'll try and stay close to the mic. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords came up in pile number 1 again. I said it before, I'm seeing some similarities, some crossover in between pile number 1 and 2. So if you have the time, you might want to go and check that out as well. But this is being decisive, pile number 2. This is your path to love and prosperity. You are making a decision to see beyond whatever limitations there are, to see, or you have perceived limitations. You put that back over on this side. This is learning the lessons and moving forward, regardless of whatever else. All right. We have the Messenger of Coins. In other words, the Prince of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. Prince or Princess of Pentacles. Because this is new. This is, when we see this youthful energy, this is what is coming, what is ready to seed itself, what is ready to grow and be birthed out of these decisions that you're making to move forward and cancel out those illusions. I want to see what else comes here. We have the Mastery of Swords. Now you had the Queen, and here comes the King with it. Hold that up for you. So a lot of you may be air signs, sun, moon, or rising, but this is also a very, very powerful thought process that you all are going through. And that thought process is allowing you to break through any blocks that you've had around what you thought was possible up until now. Your path to prosperity and love is truly through your knowledge, through the information you take in, through what you tell yourself. Your use of words, pile number 2, is extremely powerful. Spirit is saying you can speak these things into existence. You can write them into existence. You can absorb what you read, highlight the passages in these books, or how you are absorbing information. When you go through your journals, highlight, go underline, highlight. There's something about the power of thought and the power of speech that really helps you begin to manifest tangibly that coins. Because remember, moving this over here, if you have had concerns about how much you can depend on, whether it's okay to open your heart again and love again, if it's okay to trust another person, if it's okay how you are going to be okay with your financial future, your path to prosperity and love is wide open based on what you say and what you think, and then the actions you take to follow that up. All right, we have the Maiden of Wands, Princess of Wands, because those are the actions. We just said the actions you take to follow that up. And here, again, this is fresh. This is new energy. This maiden, think about that even. This is the steps that you take, things that fire you up. You are getting inspired by this new moon in Taurus, provided that you do your part and really apply your thinking, apply your knowledge and your learning, pay attention to the details of the information that's being given to you, strip away any illusions that you may have had about how you thought something was going to work, who you thought was going to love you, the kind of person you thought you were going to be attracted to. This has to get loosened up so that you can start again. Right? Going from that 4 to a brand new, that messenger of coins saying, we want to bring it to you. Look at the flowers, more flowers for you all. See her holding those flowers, and your starter, your two, was the flowers and the lotus flower. There is something about flowers. That could even be something that you are meant to learn. For some of you, it is flower magic, and it is essences. It is oils, essential oils, flower essences, and the ways that those things can be used in your thought patterns, in your speech, to create abundance. This is about your manifestation rituals, and some of you may be actively learning and seeking manifestation in order to get the things that you really want. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Boom, there it is. Matches the energy of that messenger of Pentacles. This is new. This is new prosperity coming in for you. And this is new, even if it's not about money, because again, this reading is about your path to prosperity and love. New moon in Taurus, ruled by Venus. Prosperity and love. So this is actively, we were just talking about manifestation. Pentacles is real. Pentacles is where you can see it, touch it, taste it, smell it, right? It actually manifests in your life. And with Wands, it is that inspiration, that fire, that go get it that you suddenly feel based on paying attention to the details and the knowledge that you get. You are, and being tuned in. You all might really want to continue, or if you haven't done one recently, do a workshop. Get your information, how you absorb information. Take notes. Pay attention to the details, and take notes of what you are working toward, of opening yourself to prosperity and love, blooming. See yourself relating to the flowers, working with flower essences. And we got a confirmation again. You all, different deck. You know how we do. You have the Tailor, attention to detail and pride. The Tailor, attention to detail and taking pride in your work. Attention to detail. Pay attention to the details, right? You are crafting your life. You are crafting your own path to prosperity and love. You are an active participant in it. Spirit is saying you are a co-creator, pile number 2. And so much of this has been the knowledge that you've had to gain around what was real and what was fake, around what your concepts around love and prosperity are in the past, what they have been in the past, and what they are blossoming into. And those struggles are, you are becoming a better version of yourself, the best version of yourself. And now I want to see what you're, oh, I love it. Here's your medicine. You got a flower, the hibiscus. I promise by everything holy, I do not see these cards before I reveal them. That's one reason why I get so excited. Because again, you all, you have the flower. You have a flower, and yours is hibiscus, and it says joy. I got to put these with these other flowers here. And there's a beautiful hummingbird there. Hibiscus tea, if you can tolerate it, if you are, hibiscus flowers, of course. Flowers, you all, that is such, there's something about the energy of them, the life of them, the scent of them, the beauty of them that provokes their qualities to then manifest Ace of Pentacles in your lives. And talk to them. Even they're saying, when you have these flowers, put your nose to them, hold them, embrace them in your hands softly around the petals. Just interact with those flower essences, because something in that activates this energy and brings you into a place of drawing it to you, drawing this love to you, drawing prosperity to you, walking into the blessings that are awaiting you in the future, brand new and ready to come. Ace of Pentacles, Maiden of Wands. This is reinvigorating. This is luscious. This is loving. This is joyful. And it is all around those flower essences. All right? Okay. And again, as I did in pile number 1, I'm asking pile of the spirit guides if I got this correct. Let me get it still. Spirit, have we said what needs to be said? Has the message been brought forth for pile number 2? And is the message accurate? Is there flower? Do they need to work with the flower essences? Do they need to work with flower essences in order to manifest at this time? Manifest their path to prosperity and love. Should they work with flower essences? If the answer is yes, please show me strongly. Should they work with the flower essences? Is that a key for them to prosperity and love? Flower essences, is that a key to prosperity and love? Please show me strongly. Is that a key to prosperity and love? Flower essences. Yes, you see that? Now, it may look counterclockwise to you as I'm on camera, but this is my yes. This is clockwise. Flower essences, pile number 2. Flower, oh, and it's getting stronger the longer I hold it. Flower essences. You got that? All right. You saw it for yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, you all. You got it. You got some ideas. Let's see what you do with it. And please leave me your comments. You know I wish you the absolute best. All right. And finally, we're going to move on to pile number 3. Those of you who were drawn to the adventuring, what am I trying to say? Doohickey. Spirit just said doohickey. Okay. All right. Let's see. We have Know Your Worth. Oh my gosh. Stop the music. Look at that. New moon in Taurus, pile number 3. Wow. Wow. New moon in Taurus. So no, I need to take a sip of tea before I can keep going on that. Pile number 3. And again, I swear by everything holy, I do not look at these cards. When I'm pulling, I just ask Spirit, please let it make sense, because I know I'm going to have to interpret for you. So I ask Spirit, please let the cards connect, let it make sense, and let everybody get the message that they need. So we are on target. New moon in Taurus. Know your worth. You have the Justice card. Really interesting. And powerful here too, because justice is ruled by Libra. Justice is connects to Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus, just like Taurus. Venus is the co-ruler of both of these signs. So the Venus aspect, I think Spirit is saying, for some of you, you may have Libra in your charts strongly. You may be Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But there is a definite, even though we are in Taurus season, and this is a new moon in Taurus, there's a definite pull and message for you in this time. We have a Mercury dime. Let's see. Watch your step. Interesting. And this is a cautionary thing for you all. I think what it's saying is, going back to that message of know your worth. Some of you have had to become really cautious about how you are moving in the world, especially as it relates to your relationships, and especially as it relates to how know your worth. Because a lot of times too, going back to this Libra energy, there's such an effort to get along, to make peace, to feel like you are a part of something, a career even, or a part of someone in relationships, that sometimes your steps can get a little murky. The steps you take to get that, you may have sacrificed some of your self-worth without even realizing it. But that's what this new moon in Taurus is bringing you, is a renewed sense of how you are moving and your self-worth. There's your medicine. I'm going to put that to the side for now. We'll see what that is in a moment. You have your goddess that came for you is Fatima, the mother of imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. There's a maturity factor here for some of you, meaning you've been through enough that you've learned how to take better care of your emotional, mental, psychic, and physical health. That's what I'm getting. And so there's an empowerment here. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. Notice how strongly that is put as a statement. There's no question around it. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. That's you knowing who you are, how you walk in the world. You're very self-assured or becoming so, pile number 3. That's a really clear message. I have bees here, community, love and prosperity. So there's, again, this is you in relation to, we just talked about career and love, that sort of Libra energy that comes in the Justice card, but knowing your worth in relationship to your community and working with them, building community, building something. Some of you could actually be in the process and telling me, put this over near the steps that you're taking. Some of you, if you're thinking of what your next steps are in relation to a business endeavor, a project, and if it involves other people, or if you haven't thought about that, then that's what Spirit is saying, is you need to work collaboratively. There are people, and in building community, you gain support for your work, for your effort, for your project, okay? It says, feel joy in all you do. Okay? That connects very strongly to Fatima. Feeling joy in all you do. Because I'll tell you what, when we're talking about this new moon, the opportunities, the potential, setting your intentions for love and prosperity, for joy, there's to feel it. When you feel it, you raise your vibration, and then Spirit answers in kind. Spirit says, oh, okay, that's how you want, that's how you're feeling, that's how you're vibing. And they will put you in circumstances and bring you the people to help further that. Music. All right now. And that, talk about feeling. So this music is a gateway for you all. And we're thinking about Venus, planet of love, planet of fertility, planet of, the vibes, the high vibes. There is music. They're saying use music as a portal to feel this joy, right? To connect to this joy. Music is your portal, pile number 3. We have a ring. Oh, there is love, prosperity and love. Rings stand for a commitment. If you don't see it already, Tune in, listen to romantic songs, sing some stuff, speak it into existence, stand on it, know your worth, know what you are worthy of. If some of you have been or are in situations where someone is not committing over a period of time, then that is part of what's happening for you with this new moon in Taurus. Is your vibration is lifting to a point where you will not settle to have, in order to have this relationship. That's what Libra loves, justice, those scales. There has to be a balance. Your needs have to get served as well. And so you knowing your worth is learning how to establish that equilibrium, that balance in relationship. But I tell you what, I like that ring. I think it's coming. I think that you are calling for commitment. Some of you are coming out of a stage, working through something through community perhaps, where you are finally ready to love again, date again, enjoy again. Because guess what happened? Divorce. That is so powerful to pull those two together, because spirit is basically telling the story. So this happened, that divorce, that breakup, that, whether you were actually married or whatever, we understand. We're taking the meaning of the card, the vibe of the card, rather than being too literal. But the bottom line is, when whatever that breakup was, whatever happened there, and what you went through, what you sacrificed. Some of you self-sacrificed for a while prior to the breakup. But there's now, you're ready again. And this music soothes your soul. It puts you back in the vibration of joy. So you can bring in the kind of relationship that you really deserve, that you really always desired. And you have something to compare it to now. This is, okay, I know what I don't want. I know what I'm not going to do anymore. So now you're putting yourself into a vibe of what you're ready to do. You've got a martyr here. This is an ancestral deck. And this is your ancestors coming to say, don't do that. Do not sacrifice your needs, your desires, your worth. Do not sacrifice that. Some of that might have happened in this divorce card. In fact, I don't even want to keep those two attached. Let's put that over there. All right, let's separate those from the table, okay? Because we want this. This is juicy. We want to bring that in. We want to feel that joy. Here, your ancestors are saying, don't martyr yourself. Don't feel like in order to have a relationship. And again, I'm thinking romantically, but they're pulling me back a little bit and saying prosperity and love. Prosperity having to do with your career, what it is that you have done for a career, what you have, quote unquote, married yourself to. So for some of you, this divorce and final could have to do with retirement. It could have to do with moving on from a job or a project or a business, even if it was your own business or a business you had with someone that was not prospering you, that was not benefiting you, and it was not keeping you in balance with your true self. So this is it as well. Thank you, Spirit, for that reminder. So again, two pathways on this. One is romantic and your actual intimate relationships. The other is in prosperity, your business endeavors, your career, who you've worked for, who you've worked with. And if some of that has ended because you gave too much, there's more that comes in. And music is your flow. Joy is your flow. Your vibe is your flow. Love is my lineage. And gratitude is my religion. This is the vibe that Spirit is saying. If you can put yourself in that state of mind, in that state of being, and it shifts your aura. I'm seeing for some of you, they're saying your aura will be shimmering. I don't even talk like that. So that's got to be Spirit coming through with a message. Your aura will be shimmering as you adjust your vibration. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Eight of Wands. Things are going to start to happen swiftly for you all. All right, let me pull back some so you can get all the cards so you can see them well. All right, Eight of Wands. So that is an energy of things happening swiftly, things being ready to move, communications. You've got Mercury down there at the bottom there, that symbol. Look out. Let me put that over there by the by that ring, that love. Some of you may be ready to get on some dating apps. Some of you may be ready to go out there and rejoin the workforce, or become an entrepreneur and do and build your own business, build your own something, get out there. Some of this could even be online, because I'm Mercury's there, and that air element. So some of this could be online. Some of you could be doing things on YouTube, on Instagram, doing things on a website, on blog posts. You could be in this community aspect. You could be communicating more and being more a real active participant in things that are happening online. Positive communities, communities around business and love and relationships. We have the star. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, but this is hopeful. This is what you are planning toward your future. This is movement toward a future, and putting plans in motion. Your path to prosperity and love, Spirit is saying, pile number 3, is to really become more of an active participant. And you do that by getting yourself inspired, changing and really working to heighten and raise your vibe, knowing what you want, knowing your worth, understanding better now that you will not martyr yourself in pursuit of your relationships, your job, your love life, your family, even your family relationships, your friendships and connections. Your star path is setting you on the path forward. And you have the 2 of coins. This is your partnerships. I'm going to put this actually up by this bees card. I do think some of you are in business, or you're going into business, or you're making decisions around who to partner with. That ring is commitment. And this is about commitment as well in that 2 of coins. It's also about a little bit of juggling. 2s being the balance that is in, that balancing act in relationships with justice. And 2s here having to do with a balancing act. So some of you are learning there are my needs and the needs of the job, the business, the lover, the daughter, the son, the mom. It is balancing your needs against the needs, or with the needs, alongside the needs of these other things, these other people, and doing it better, doing it well. 9 of Pentacles, you all. Beautiful card. That is, talk about your path to prosperity and love. 9 of Pentacles says it is coming in. Just hold your hand out, get it together, because it is ready to come in. And it's coming in, remembering too that the star is ruled by the planet Uranus. So it could come in some ways that you didn't expect. You may get some messages from some people, some things, some opportunities that you didn't even expect. And it leads to this money. It leads to good health. Pentacles is some form or fashion in your tangible world. So it's money, it's health, it's your home, it's your environment, it is your community, but it's the tangible aspects of your life. And we have the Maiden of Swords. I'm going to put this over here with that 8 of Wands, because I do think there is some new communication that's coming through, or a new idea, a new source of inspiration. And it's going to take some time to flush out, because the star takes a little time, but man, does it lead to benefits. Man, does it prosperity and love. I mean, it leads to something committed, something good for you. Something that actually you will see the results of it in your world, all things keeping in tune with this new moon in Taurus. This is something that physically manifests in your world, because you're going in a new direction and you're willing to listen to new ideas. For some of you, they're saying, listen up, because there's someone who's going to present an idea to you that perhaps you hadn't thought of before. And rather than just shoot it down at the start, pay attention. It may really lead you somewhere. And we have the Chromancer, delivering news and a collaboration. You all, I can't make it up. I swear to you, on a stack of Bibles, as the old folks used to say, I don't see these cards until I flip them over. What did we just get finished saying? Delivering news and collaboration. I mean, there you have it. That 2 of Pentacles. Delivering news, collaboration. Here comes the news. And it's going to have to do with a partnership, some sort of collaboration that you're doing. Be ready for it to come through. That 8 of Wands. There is news coming toward you all in regards to prosperity and love and this new moon. So set your vibe in alignment with that. Set your intentions in alignment with that. Don't, this is gone. Martyring yourself, what needs to be set aside is done. Let me find your medicine. Echinacea, and it says destiny. That's your medicine. Echinacea, destiny, pile number 3. This is you moving toward your destiny and really being ready. Spirit is saying really being ready for your destiny going back to your key catalyst card here, this new moon in Taurus. Because again, your message there is know your worth, right? Know your worth. And so this over here, separating from something, actual divorce, leaving a job, or deciding to retire, relationships change. We know everybody. We've all been through these eclipses. Some things may have shifted. Some things may have turned on their head. You had to watch your step, watch where you were going. Felt like you were, walking on eggshells, just trying to hold everything together. But there is this whole bounty that is coming toward you because it is your destiny. Knowing your worth helps you move toward your destiny, and it helps move this partnership that's coming for you, or this opportunity, this news that's coming for you to collaborate on something, and it is going to be profitable. And feeling joy. Your music is your portal. That's what lifts your vibration. Okay? All right, I've done it with the other 2 piles. I'm going to do it here as well with your pendulum that you picked for this pile. Spirit, is there news coming in? I want it still. Thank you. Did I do this reading right? Did I deliver the message properly for pile number 3? And is there news that is coming their way? Is there news that is coming their way that around a partnership, around a collaboration? Is there news coming toward their way around a partnership or collaboration? Is there news headed their way around a partnership or collaboration? I feel a timing element here because I'm getting sort of a back and forth maybe. So there's a timing element. And now it's starting to go around. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, got it. They're saying be patient because it is coming. All right, I need to get still. If that was the key, please show me strongly. If that was the key to the message, the timing aspect, please show me strongly. Please show me strongly if that was the key. Yeah, it's getting stronger. Okay, now I got it. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, okay, thank you. Perfect. So that was the hesitancy. I was getting a little maybe energy there at first, but that's what the star, remember we talked about this. This is timing, you all. Sometimes, so in other words, this could be something that develops in order for you to see that fullness of that 9 of Pentacles, to really start to see the money flow in, to see the benefits of this situation, moving, living in alignment and seeing the fruits of your destiny. This is big picture is what Spirit is saying. It's big picture, and there's a timing aspect to it, so you can't rush it. So don't get discouraged. If this is 6 months, a year, 2 years in the making, you're still moving toward it, and you're still attracting it toward you, but there's a timing element here, and I think that's why. And if this is a business, if this collaboration is the start of a business or the building of a business, the build up of a business, then recognizing that it is going to take some time. That was the element, okay? Be patient with it. Stay focused, locked in, and keep your energy high. Keep your energy in that state of knowing that you are worthy, you are deserving. It is your destiny to live high, to have what you need, and to be in perfect balance and collaboration with others, all right? All right, everybody, that's what I had for today. That's the pick a card for this new moon in Taurus. I wish you all the absolute best. If you'd like to book a reading with me, or if for Mother's Day, I know Mother's Day is coming up. If you'd like to give yourself a gift or give some mothers or friends in your life a gift, please feel free to contact me, make a booking online. And I will offer a 20% discount. If you're interested, reach out, leave a comment, and I will email you. I don't want to publish it on YouTube, but I will email you the discount code that you can use and then book on my website using the 20% discount just for Mother's Day. All right, you all, take good care. I wish you the absolute best.